A warm welcome to you. I welcome you with a warm smile here at Flash TV. The show is A Man Eat Up on Manly Sato here at Flash TV. I'll be your host, Stanley Njenga, and today I want us to talk about matters men's mental health, which has not been given such a good ear because of also there are a lot of things that are revolving around men and their mental health, which I want us to talk about today on Flash TV on Man It Up show. So later in the show we'll be joined by our guest, who we shall talk about more about men's mental health. He's a mental health expert, and we're going to talk more about men's mental health. And also out there, tell us, what do you feel about? Do you feel like men's mental health is being given a good ear? What are some of the things you feel hazifanywi vizuri, which you feel like they need to be changed so that men have better mental health, from men to boys, from or in different settings, either in church, either in schools, either in any institution that men are present, also in just anywhere? Is there a place you feel like men are not being well treated, which might affect the mental health? And also be free to talk to us on our social media platforms at Flash TV. The show is Man It Up, and there are some perceptions that come with being a man. Some time back I saw on TikTok a channel which says be a man. The channel is titled Be a Man, so just anything unasikia kitu kama they say don't shower, be a man. Do those things make sense, and are they affecting the mental health of men? Or what do you feel about the whole mental health of men issue? Where do you feel tuna go wrong? Wanaume wanavumilia sana vile wanaambia mwanaume ni kuvumilia. Where are we going wrong in this issue of mental health? I just want to run you through the whole idea of men's mental health before we are joined by our expert after the break. But in the meantime, I also have some few things here. Yes, for example, for our ladies, as much as men provide for family, you know, there are other things that a man is a human once, for once. Also, he does different things. So the question is, kama mdem, what do you also feel that you need to do to make your man not go through mental health issues, and how do you tackle them? How do you feel like you tackle them? But in the meantime, I want us to for example, there is a mental health. There are points where you can go for mental health counseling as a man. You can also talk to another man, or also talk to someone who is going to take you through the whole idea of, if you're going through something, talk to someone, seek help as a man. Seek kuvumilia too, because there's some points where you really need support, and it's not bad to ask for support. It's definitely very good. So in the meantime, let's take a short commercial break, and then we'll be back with our expert, who I'll introduce to you in the next side of the break.
Parenting is all about learning when to be tough and when to be gentle. Tough,
Through things,
gentle. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Tough call. Panadol Baby and Infant. Tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Not all washing powders are the same. Sunlight Sunlight adds bursts of freshness to cleaning power to give you Sunlight 2-in-1 for sensational cleaning and freshness that lasts and lasts and lasts. Sunlight 2-in-1. Sensational cleaning with burst after burst of freshness.
We are all looking for something. Some of us search for a treasure, some for inspiration, and some are looking for that which can only be found in our museum. Welcome to the Multimedia University of Kenya ICT Museum, the only one of its kind globally. Visit the main campus and be taken through the telecommunication evolution journey. For more information, visit our website at museum.mmu.ac.ke. MMU Museum, where the past meets the future. And welcome back to Man It Up here at Flash TV. I'm Stanley Njenga, and before the break I was taking you through the whole idea of men's mental health, and as I promised, we're going to be joined by a mental health expert here at Flash TV who is going to elaborate more to us about men's mental health. And to introduce him, he is Jason Lutukai, and on to you, Jason.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been?
I've been well. How are you?
I'm also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see you and highlight the issues that are disrupting men's mental health as of late.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are being marginalized. We are being ruled out. We are being cancelled, and it's not pleasing to watch.
Yeah.
So we need to build them up.
Okay, to start with, have you ever gone through mental health issues, you personally, as a man?
Yes, for some time. It was a while back though. I was depressed, and it took me almost a year to get the help that I needed, because once you're depressed, you're withdrawn. You don't want to be around people. You don't want people to talk to you. You don't listen to people. You just close yourself up. So it took me an year to get professional help.
And do you feel like professional help will really help men in getting getting along with mental health?
Yes, I actually do, and it is actually advisable that they do so. Once you see your friend, Stanley, your friend is withdrawn and is not always like that. Someone who is always cheered up.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they don't want to talk to you. They are sitting on their own. They are doing things on their own.
Yeah.
Talk to that person. And the best advice you give them is that they should seek the help of a counselor.
Yeah.
Or go and see a psychologist.
So there is a perception that is mainly going around that mwanaume ni kuvumilia. Some things are said like, be a man. You know, you're just, if you're going through something and then someone just slaps you with, be a man, you know, those perceptions. What options do we have as men once we go through something tough for us? What options?
The first misconception that I want people to rule out is that men should bottle up their feelings. Once you're going through something tough, the best advice I give you is that you should speak it out. Find someone who you trust, either your friend, either your family, either your wife, either your spouse, whoever you trust to be a confidant in what you're trying to share with them.
Yeah.
Speak up. Do not bottle up feelings, because once you bottle up feelings, it's like you're putting gas into a balloon.
Yeah.
The more you gas it up, the more it bulges.
Yeah.
And at some point, it will blow up. And when you blow up, it doesn't end mostly well.
Yeah.
It's either you find people, God forbid, people committing suicide, people taking overdoses, people drinking poison, and such kind of things.
Yeah. In fact, research is showing that men are more likely to commit suicide than women in the current world, due to a lot of these pressures and everything.
Yeah.
And it's very alarming for men.
It's an alarming issue, but then people do not want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you have this platform that we can get to discuss issues of men's mental health. and give them pointers on where they can seek the help and how they can alleviate the pressures that they face on a daily basis.
And don't you feel like we're going to create men? Where do we draw the margin between being a weak man and a strong man? What defines?
I don't think it is very relative, because we've grown up in different cultures. Stanley, where you grew up and where I grew up, it's very different.
Yeah.
We were brought up very differently. If I was to go and stay in your parents' house maybe for a day or two, I wouldn't last. If you were to stay in my parents' house for a day or two, I wouldn't last. So the thing we should do is embrace each other's culture.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a weak man or a strong man. But the thing that we shouldn't do as men. Yeah? But I wouldn't say there's something like a weak man or a strong man. We both have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Definitely very interesting insights from our guest here, Jason Lutukai. And we're also going to catch up with him on the next episode of Man It Up. But before I go, I'll read some few comments from you. One comment, Washira Ngeno says, men suffer in silence and it's high time we do away with this norm that men are strong and can cope with everything. Interesting. Otieno says, mwanaume ni kuvumilia bwana. People still have this perspective. I don't think it's going to take us far. We need to seek support in everything that we're doing. We're also human, not only being a man. Okay? So till next time, this has been Man It Up on Flash TV with me, your host, Stanley Njenga. Have a lovely time.
Wakati nawaambia waenda